Here at Total Television, we're talking to mobile specialist IMImobile. The company's technology generates 40 million bill transactions every month, with a client base covering nearly 80 of the world's mobile operators. We're with European Managing Director Jay Patel. Jay, last year you acquired Win plc. How's all that going?
It's going very well. We acquired Win plc to establish our presence in Europe. IMI has been formed 10 years ago and has established a trusted technology relationship with a number of operators. And with Win, we now have 100 people working across Europe, complemented by 500 people in India. And we're making some great strides with our clients such as Vodafone, O2, Barclays and the BBC.
And you're big supporters of the open mobile market.
We are indeed. What we see over the next 10 years is a great change in how people will consume telecoms. We see a change in networks, we see a change in devices, we see a change in the way that people will consume applications. As a result of that change, we see a huge amount of complexity and fragmentation. We see the open mobile market as a way to reduce that complexity by bringing some of the network capabilities with the web service creation capabilities that we've seen over the last 5 or 10 years online. And we are actively promoting that. And to that extent, we've launched a service in India called IMImobile, which is a precursor to what we see happening over the next 10 years.
And do you see that coming over here? Will that work in Europe as well?
Absolutely. IMImobile is a self-service platform that allows a number of organizations to create their own services. So we've seen schools and restaurants and even people like Ford creating marketing campaigns on this platform. And we see that that is applicable in Europe as well. And over the next year, we should be bringing some of those self-service platforms into Europe as well.
Now, you've already launched something called the Audience Engagement Platform. What's that all about?
The real-time audience engagement platform is a platform that basically deals with one key issue that we see that media companies are facing, and that is a fragmentation of their audience. You may Twitter, you may watch TV, you may email all at the same time, and there are many platforms that deal with one channel of communication. The real-time audience engagement platform is one that allows a media company to broadcast and interact with their entire audience across whatever you feel comfortable interacting with. All that inbound messaging essentially then allows the broadcaster to generate more revenues, to reply to you, and essentially also create additional content streams for them to use in their programming. We work with organizations like the BBC with that platform, and we see that over the next 1 or 2 years again, that there's a phenomenon called the two-screen phenomena, where people are watching TV, playing on their iPad or on their phone, but will want to consume more media as a result.
Yes, you have some great brand names like the BBC. Can you give us an example of an operator where you've really made a difference?
We've made a difference to a lot of operators over the years, but the one that I think I'm most proud of is for MTN in Africa. MTN came to us sort of early 2010, wanting to launch one user experience for a content portal across Africa. They have 100 million subscribers in 20 territories, and they wanted to do that more or less simultaneously in time for the World Cup. And we won an open tender process. They selected our DaVinci Evolved Service Platform, and over from sort of last February probably to July, August, we deployed our platform and created this consistent user experience across these 20 territories. And you can imagine the sort of network complexity and the device complexity when you're dealing in Africa. I think overall, we also were recognized for that, and we won some awards for all that. But most importantly, MTN had higher ARPU as a result and a lower capex.
Well, that's obviously vital to all these mobile operators, and I think customer service is something that you're particularly focused on.
Customer service and user experience. We see that over the next 10 years, the user experience will define the success or otherwise of an operator. And some of our initiatives in sort of defining that user experience are based around using data in a greater way. If you look at how Google and Facebook and others have used data to enhance your online experience, you can see how the operators have been at times very cautious in their approach in using data. In some ways quite rightly so, because if you use data in the wrong way, you could lose public trust very quickly. But we're working with operators where we're looking at permission-based marketing programs and where we can actually use the data inherent in their networks to enhance the user experience. And we see that as a main challenge for them over the next 5 years that we'd like to help them with.
Okay, well, Jay, it's been fascinating to talk to you. Thanks for joining us on Total Television.
Thank you.